Brother Chris, I'm saluting you. I'm saluting my dear sister Aisha, and each and every one of us who's come together to raise our voices because we want to affirm the precious humanity of our brothers and sisters in Yemen. That we want to ensure that we keep track of this spiritual decay and moral decrepitude that takes the form of an institutionalized greed and an organized hatred against our brothers and sisters in Yemen. And we do this in such a way that we embrace all of those persons who find themselves in situations of domination and subjugation and degradation, not as some neoliberal glib gesture that makes us feel good, but rather because we have a genuine solidarity of care and concern. We stand here because we affirm truth, and the condition of truth is to allow suffering to speak. We affirm justice, and justice is what love looks like in public, and the love takes the form of raising voices, putting bodies on the line, and letting our brothers and sisters in Yemen know that they have not been forgotten, that their humanity will never, ever be rendered invisible, no matter what the corporate media has to say. And that we will speak the truth about them and recognize that a Yemen baby has exactly the same value as a baby in Ethiopia, a baby in Guatemala, a baby in the American Empire, a baby in Greece, a baby in Tel Aviv, a baby in West Bank and Gaza, a baby in China. That is the spiritual and moral force behind our voices coming together. And of course, I speak in the midst of the belly of the beast of the American empire, when Martin Luther King Jr. said 54 years ago, my own government is the biggest conveyor of violence because it is the major empire in the world. That's not anti-American, that's anti-injustice in America and the impact of US imperial policies around the world. So we make the connection between the police murders taking place in the United States with the Wall Street crimes taking place in New York and big tech crimes, and connected to the Pentagon militarism. And it doesn't make any difference what color the head of the Pentagon is. It doesn't make any difference what gender the vice president is. If they don't meet moral and spiritual criteria of putting the least of these at the center of their vision, poor people, working people, no matter what color, gender, sexual orientation, or national identity, we will raise our voices. This is why I'm blessed to be here, and this is why we intend to be faithful unto death and not allow the greed and the hatred, the imperial policy, the predatory capitalism, the patriarchy, the homophobia, the transphobia, losing sight of anybody, be they Arab, Muslim, Jewish, Catholic, Baptist, whatever. Thank you for allowing me to be a small part of this great gathering. Let us continue.